Hey, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of E.L.F makeup. I wanted to try out the new things that they have. I have not ordered like E.L.F makeup in years, but I know that I had started out with them really like doing my eyebrows is whenever I would use like their little like the wax and the powder like little pack thing. They started my eyebrow journey, so and I do remember their foundation. That was like one of the first foundations I ever used, but long story short, I have not used E.L.F makeup in like a really long time, so I just kind of wanted to try everything again, and especially the new stuff. So I got a whole box here. It's all full faced. I did already use the eyeliner or eyebrow and eyeliner gel actually from E.L.F. Just because doing my eyebrows on camera is it's gonna be too long. But it's the Lock On Liner and Brow Cream, and I love this. This was, if you just look at it, like it's so creamy, and it applied, like it was so effortlessly to do my eyebrows. I still have to clean them up a little bit with concealer, but I figured I'd wait because that doesn't take so long. But I got this in the shade medium brown. But as a brow cream, it's amazing. I think it might actually even replace my Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Poreless Putty Primer. I saw a few people on YouTube use this, and some of them liked it, some of them did not. This is what the packaging looks like. And it's just like kind of like a pinky color. It looks more like it in camera or in person, but not on camera so much. Okay, so that's really silky. I'm just gonna rub my finger in it. So my pores are average. I mean, they're not horrible, but you can still see them. I've never really tried much to try and cover them up, but let's see if it makes a difference. So it feels like a good base for foundation, but my pores look the same. So I don't recommend it if you're trying to vanish the look of your pores, because my pores look the exact same. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up my eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Full Coverage Satin Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm so excited for this. I love concealer. This is what it looks like. So there's 0.2 fluid ounces in this. I don't have my other concealers right now, but it looks like there's a good amount in there. So for directions, it says use the wand to apply concealer to desired areas and pat out gently with your finger or a sponge for a smooth blend. So I'm just going to use this in a flat top brush to clean up my eyebrows. So I'm just going to be using a Kenzie brush, and I always just like reach up in there and get the product off of the wand. So far a little bit goes a long way with this, and it seems nice so far. I'm not really gonna know until I do my face makeup. Okay, so my eyebrows are done. I do really like that for my eyebrows, but like I said, a concealer, you can't really tell what it's like just from cleaning up your eyebrows with it, but as of right now, it seems pretty nice. I only put a little bit on my brush, and a little bit seems to go a long way, so that's good. It's a cheap concealer, and you only need a little bit so far. So next I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow. And for the eyeshadow, I bought the bite-sized eyeshadow in the shades Pumpkin Pie. Like, that's the name of the palette. These just tiny little things. And this would be nice for traveling. I think that's a good size. I have really tiny hands, so you can even, like, this is just so tiny compared to my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some concealer to my eyelids. This is where we'll actually also see how it does. It's a really good applicator, the doe foot. I like that so far. It reminds me a lot of the Tarte concealer. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this in with my sponge, and this sponge is just from EcoTools. Oh, they are having anything over $15 is free shipping. So, and they're also doing an order. I think they're giving away a free item as long as you spent $25 and you get to pick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead in with the the Luxie Large Eye Blending Brush, and I'm gonna tap into that shade. I used to use E.L.F eyeshadows and I did not like them very much whenever I first started doing makeup, but we'll see today if they've stepped up their game. And it looks like so far they have stepped up their game. So I'm just patting this and like in my last video, and then I'm blending out the outer edges. This is gonna be a pretty soft makeup look. More of like a natural type. So I feel like it doesn't blend out as much as I would like it to, but it just it blends out. It just takes a little bit longer. So I have to pat this down again because it started to crease pretty quickly. My other eyeshadows don't normally do that. I mean, my other concealers don't normally do that. So in this eye palette, there are only 2 shimmer shades and 2 matte shades. So I'm just gonna deepen up the outer eyelid with this shade here. And I'm gonna be using a smaller brush for that, just to kind of be in a little more precise. I'm just using a small blending brush by Profusion. And this darker shade here has a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. That's why I always do my eyeshadows first most of the time. So this dark shade applies really nicely, and I have not blended it out yet. I'm just kind of tapping it in there, but it looks like it's really pigmented. So I'm just gonna go back in with my original brush and blend out the edges of that, and that blends in really nicely. So this is what it's looking like so far. It's not super dark or anything, but it definitely darkened up the outer half of my eye. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply one of the shimmer shades. I think I'm going to go for this one here at the end. And I'm just using a Real Techniques shading brush to apply this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that started off pretty nicely. Okay, so I'm finished applying that. This is what it applied like without wetting my brush. I'm not going to wet my brush because I just kind of want you guys to see like the true performance of the product. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara just to my top lashes. And I'm using the E.L.F mascara. This is the volumizing mascara, and I'm not really sure if they had any different mascaras, to be honest. But this is a pretty tiny one. This is in the shade Black, and does it tell me how much is in it? 0.19 fluid ounces. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, and this one has 0.28 fluid ounces. So this one has a little bit less. So I don't feel like it's really doing much to my eyelashes. Maybe I just need a few more coats. So I had to apply a few coats to this, and I like it. I mean, if you're going for more of a natural type of look, I think it's really flattering. But if you want more like bam in your eyelashes, I don't recommend it. Like my eyelashes they don't like super thick. They don't look like super thick or anything. And this is also what the applicator looks like, the brush. It's pretty straightforward. It's not anything super fancy. Okay, so next is the foundation. This is the E.L.F Flawless Satin Foundation. It claims to be oil-free and give medium coverage. Knowing that it's medium coverage, you could probably build it up. I'm not a super full coverage person. But they also changed the packaging of their foundation. There's like a little, like, the rest is frosted except for this part. And I like that. You can kind of see the product a little bit more. And this comes with 0.68 fluid ounces of foundation. And I was just reading on the back, it does say layer as needed for more coverage. So it does claim to be a buildable coverage. It's not coming out. Okay, here it comes. I don't know whether or not they have changed their formula, but I do remember this not being a great foundation. It didn't stay very long throughout the day, but maybe they changed their formula. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna use my It Cosmetics foundation brush, and I think I got this in like just about the lightest shade. This is in shade Pearl. Their smell has not changed, and their smell is so good. So I'm definitely gonna have to go in with a sponge, I think, and pat this down because it seems to be streaking with my brush, which doesn't mean it's bad foundation or anything. Perfectly normal. My Tarte foundation, I'm sorry, not my Tarte, my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation does the same thing, but I still love that foundation. So I would say it does have medium coverage. You can still sort of see through it, but I'm fine with that. It says medium coverage, doesn't claim to be full coverage or anything. So like I said, I'm not like a really super full coverage person. I have freckles and I have grown to like them, but so far so good. It doesn't look as super, like, it did look really oily. There's a difference between dewy and oily, and whenever I used to use this, it did look really oily whenever I would apply it, and it does not look like that now. So I'm thinking they might have changed their formula. If anybody knows for sure, feel free to comment and let me know. Okay, so the next thing is the concealer, which is how we're really gonna tell how, like, if it is good or not. I'm so excited for this. I love new concealers. Okay, so I just applied a lot to my left eye, but that's fine. I just kind of this is where I put my concealer. Does it have it? So it doesn't smell anything like the foundation. It has kind of a funky smell. Smells don't really bother me too much, so I'm just gonna blend this out with a EcoTools sponge like I did on my eyes. So that did blend out really nicely, and I'm not gonna lie, that looks, it didn't like even sink into my creases on my eyebrow, on my forehead, or my smile lines. I guess it did a little bit right here. But I love that stuff. That is so good. I think that might be one of my new favorites. So I did not buy a like translucent setting powder. I don't even know. Honestly, I ordered this about 2 weeks ago. They had forgot to send me a couple things, so I had to wait for them to send it to me, but I honestly don't even remember what all they had on their website. But I just got this E.L.F. powder contour palette. I'm just going to use this and a sponge, and I'm going to dip into this shade here and set my under eyes with it. I'm sorry if you guys can hear creaking. My floor is really creaky. Okay, so under my eyes, it did start to crease pretty quickly, the concealer, but that's okay. I went ahead and set it, and this powder seems to be really nice. It's really brightening, which I like, and it doesn't look super mattifying, which is also really nice. So next I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I'm gonna be using the E.L.F. Cream Contour Palette, and I think I got this in the shade, I don't even know. I felt like there was like a medium palette and then like the other like different shades, but it's not telling me that this is a certain shade, so. But this is what it looks like, and I'm probably gonna go in for this color right here. I could have used this on top of my concealer, but I forgot that I had it, so it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Luxie foundation brush, and I'm gonna dip into this shade here to contour. And it also comes with a nice mirror, so that's good. Don't mind my nasty ear. I tried to put earrings in and it went straight through this one, had no issues, and this one I always have problems with, it always closes. So, in case you're wondering why it looks like that, you guys probably can't really even tell, but I'm just wrapping this around my forehead up here, and then I'm gonna go in here with it. And I'm gonna go down my nose just a little bit. This brush is like kind of too big for my nose, but that's fine. So this is not blending out that well. There's like this spot right here, and I can't get it to blend in. Okay, so far I'm not really liking that. I'm not really liking this contour cream. And don't mind my trashy nails either. I tried to paint them, and I told myself I was never going to paint my nails by myself again unless it was gel, but I ran out of stuff to use with the gel, and I did it, and then I think that they're dry, and they're never dry, and now they're just messed up. So, yeah. Oh, I gotta blend in my nose. So once I got it to blend in, it does look pretty good, but it took a while for me to get it to blend in and didn't want to cooperate with me. So I'm going to go ahead and use that powder contour palette and set my face all around. And I did forget my brush, and it's all the way across the house, and I'm lazy. So I'm just going to tap in with my sponge and go around my face with it. I'm especially going to use this in my nose creases because I always have problems there. This is a really dewy looking powder, and it's super brightening. I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put some eyeshadow underneath my waterline. And I'm just going to be using that Profusion brush again. I'm going to go into the lightest shade of the palette, this one here. And I'm going to go under my lower lashes with that. And then I'm going to smoke it up a little bit into the rest of the eyeshadow. I'm going to go into this darker shade here, and I'm going to focus on the outer part of my eye on the bottom to deepen that up a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with the Luxie brush that I'd used originally and kind of blow everything out a little bit. Give it a softer blend. I really liked that palette. I think it looks so flattering on my eyes. I don't know. That's just what I feel like. I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on my bottom lashes now as well. Just using the same one. So I got a little bit on under my eye here. I'm going to wait for it to dry and then get that off of there. Okay, so I also got this tiny little liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Flirty Birdie. I think that is a cute name. I forgot about it. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to my eyelid on top of that shimmer shade that I used. This is so pretty. And I love these liquid eyeshadows. They're so just like quick and easy to apply. But oh my god, that looks so pretty. I didn't even need to dip back in to get more of this, so that's awesome. There's enough for both eyes on the applicator, so that is a plus. I kind of brought it up a little too far in the other eye, so I'm just going to do the same thing with this one. I'm glad I saw that and remembered to use it. So I highly recommend the well, both of these together really, the Bite Size Pumpkin eyeshadow and the Flirty Birdie liquid eyeshadow. That is so pretty. And since I applied that, I'm going to go ahead in with the Profusion brush really quick and blend this into that really fast. Okay. Wow, this is turning out really good so far. I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face now. And I'm going to use, I bought 2 bronzers and I don't know what the heck I was doing, but I bought 2 bronzers. I bought the Sunkissed one and then not this one, the contour palette. There's bronzers in here. So I think I'm gonna go over my contour, like the cream, with one of these shades, and I'm gonna go in with this one. Just to kind of really, I got a really bad pain in my foot. Just to kind of really define my contour. So I'm going to be using a Real Techniques brush. This does not say, this just has a number. It's number 300. And I'm going to go into this shade here. Oh boy. Okay, you do not need a whole lot on your brush. Oh boy. Okay. That is crazy. I didn't think that I really got that much on my brush. Oh God. Okay. So you only need a little bit on your brush. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do about this. I'm just gonna take my sponge and try to like wipe some of that out of there. Oh my God, I don't even want to go into bronzer now. Jesus, lady. I'm gonna have to go grab one of my face brushes and try to blend this out a little bit because this is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try using my BH Cosmetics number 123 brush and pat this out. Oh my God, I can't believe I did this. Okay, that is helping a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use some bronzer now. And then I'm gonna clean it up with that powder that I used to set my face. Try to clean it up a little bit more with it. So I dipped that brush in one time and did my entire face with it. I did not need all of that. Wow. A little bit goes a long way with that as well. I also forgot to do my nose, so I'm just gonna go on my nose really quick with this, just like using the tip of the brush. And then for this one, this is what the packaging looks like. I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics number 124 brush. And this is more of like a shimmery bronzer, and I think that is so pretty for the summertime because you just look more luminous and just glowy. It's beautiful. With all these E.L.F. products so far, I look so glowy and I'm loving it. Okay, so I'm bronzed and I'm gonna go ahead and with the contour palette again, the powder one, and I'm just going to rub my sponge in there and run it across right here to try and blend that craziness out. So now I'm going to go ahead and put some blush on and some highlighter. I got the Baked highlighter and blush in the shades Rose Gold, like a duo. So this is what it looks like. I'm not going to be using the highlighter in this because I bought a separate highlighter. But I'm just going to be using the IT Cosmetics Soft Touch brush to apply this, and I'm gonna kind of focus on the blush but add some highlighter in with that as well, so it's kind of like a highlighting blush. So far, so good. Looks pretty glowy. It's not super pigmented or anything, like it's not super pink, but I think it's the perfect amount. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my 123 brush from BH Cosmetics and dust that off and kind of blend in that hard line there, because I don't like that. I just wanted to kind of clean up that contour because it was crazy. Okay, and now we're gonna go into highlighter. I'm so excited. So I'm using the E.L.F. Shimmer Highlighting Powder. This is in the shade Sunset Glow. Gotta get this stuff open. Their packaging is really tough. Okay, so this comes with 0.28 ounces of highlighter powder. Not bad. So I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques setting brush. This is what I use to highlight with, and I'm just going to run it around in there. Okay. Okay, I already look kind of glowy from the blush, but let's see if it improves with this powder. Wow, that is so pretty. I love that. And to be honest, I love all of these products so much so far. My face looks so freaking luminous. I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some setting spray, and then I'm gonna go in with my lipstick. So this is the Dewy Setting Mist in Coconut. Pretty sleek packaging. I'm gonna see how it goes. Oh my god, that sprayed so evenly. That's a good sprayer on there. Okay. Wow, that was so nice, and it smells amazing. I'm getting calls from telemarketers. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the last thing, and that is the lipstick. This is the moisturizing lipstick in the shade Cheeky. There was another one that I wanted, but they did not have it in stock. So this is what the packaging looks like. This is like the color. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on my lippies. So I didn't buy a lip liner. I don't really use them. I just kind of line them with the lipstick. I really like this shade, and I like this formula. I think this went on really nicely. And I actually like the shade. I am so picky with my lipsticks. This is why I hardly ever wear them. I have a complete mess in front of me, but this was amazing. I loved all of these products. The eyebrows, the foundation is even looking good. All those powders made me look super luminous, and I love this, and I love that lipstick too. I definitely recommend the eyeshadow, the liquid eyeshadow, the contour palette. Well, the cream contour wasn't the best. It didn't blend out. It took forever to blend out, but if you're looking to save money, it'll work. That powder contour though, really good, but you only need a tiny little bit. So, and then this was amazing. It sprayed out so evenly. I've never had something spray so well before. This is definitely going to be my new favorite. I'm probably not going to use any other setting spray after this until maybe there's a better one, but it smells amazing. I definitely recommend the highlighter. That was super pretty, and the blush was also really pretty. It's pretty subtle. It doesn't need anything, like, it's nothing crazy, you know what I mean? I really liked the mascara. Like I said though, that's more of like a natural type look for your lashes. If you're into that, perfect. If not, move on to the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed reviewing all these products. They were amazing. I'm so glad I got them all. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time I post, and comment below if you have any tips, tricks, or recommendations. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.